Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Luna. Hope you're all doing well, and this evening's video is going to be on some vintage majorette pieces that I picked up at car boot sale today. I picked up a couple of pretty cool pieces, I think anyway, and I thought whilst I'm actually looking at some vintage majorette that I picked up, I might as well look at some other pieces I've got in my collection that I don't get out that often because it's packed away. So without further ado, we'll get straight into it. So the one in the background, I have showed this before, I can't remember exactly when, but this is not what I bought today. I just thought I'd say why it's basically in the screen for the opening shot. But this is a piece that I picked up about a year ago, and I picked up with 4 other pieces and they were all blistered, and I obviously subsequently opened the other 3 pieces, but I left this one blistered because apart from the fact I have 2 other versions of this, so it makes no real sense to open it really, but I wanted to keep this just for posterity really, just to sort of show how they used to come in the sort of later 80s. This piece I think was sort of from the late 80s to early 90s, sort of like 92. I'm not sure the exact copyright on this. The writing is very, very small, but this is how they used to come for the longest time, from about the sort of 70s, late 70s through to the 80s and up to about 1991, something like that, 92, and then they did away with this as far as I'm aware of. A lot of the way they came in the day, so earlier than this, back in the 70s, was like this. So a lot of them came like this. This is a piece that I've shown a few times in the past. This is a piece that I got from I'm trying to think where I got it from now. This came from Phil for Diecast for You to See. This was from him. Very, very kind gift from Phil, because he knows I like majorette. So I've had this about a year or so now, but this piece itself is from the sort of earlier 70s. I'm just trying to figure out when it was. Just a little look on the bottom without smacking it about too much. No, but like I said, this is a 70s piece anyway, and it's in really quite nice condition, and it's nice that it still has its acrylic case. So that's how they came in the sort of mid to sort of early, well, say mid 70s to late 70s. That's how they came, and then they eventually changed over, as far as I'm aware of, to this, as like I said, sort of later 70s and through the 80s. This is the sort of packaging that I can remember being a kid. They all came in this type of blister, and obviously bigger. Another piece I got from, this one's from the back of the 70s as well, and it's quite unusual to find these little beach buggies in this condition. They usually, you know, they're so brittle. You know, this has all its tampos, or its transfers, should I say. Back in the day, these were actual transfers, but it has all its transfers. The roof is still white and not yellowed. All the chrome's good. It's a really remarkably good condition piece for something from the back of the 70s. So that is one of my favourite pieces of majorette. Yeah, it's just in such good condition. So there you go, Doom Buggy 248. That'd be obviously, I suppose, 248 in the series, I presume. So anyway, let's get on and see what I found today. So that's some of the older pieces. I might show a few more in a minute whilst I've got them out. So the first piece I found was this Carnival caravan sort of trailer, whatever you want to call it. And again, this is from, as far as I'm aware of, this is from the late 70s to sort of mid 80s. It's in remarkably good condition, considering the whole thing is made out of plastic. It is missing its doors, unfortunately, but I'm going to see if I can remedy that at some point in the future. And there's a slight crack there, but this was only £3, so I'm not overly worried like that. But these caravans, if you find them blistered on eBay or anywhere really, they fetch really good money, so therefore they're hard to get hold of. So I didn't mind getting this for £3 because, like I said, I noticed the doors were gone, but it's still in displayable condition, and they have all these little quirky bits like if I can get it so that they would lift up there like that, and obviously the back as well. But I do quite like these majorette caravans. But when you think how old it is and how it's managed to last this long, because these weren't made out of the best plastic back in the day. These are made out of the plastic's almost like a styrene sort of feel to it. It isn't like plastic, you know, on more modern die-cast toy cars or model cars. These are really quite brittle, so that is how the doors have probably become lost. But so that is pretty cool. And like I said, I haven't really researched this piece like that. Every time it says made in France on the bottom, you know it's an original piece of majorette, because they're not made in France anymore. But like I said, I should imagine this is the back of the 70s and part way into the 80s, like I said. So, but it is a cool piece nonetheless. I'm just trying to look if I've got anything here that I can use that's got a tow hitch. Yes, I've got one piece, so just bear with me quickly while I just pull it out its packaging, or should I say pull out the little plastic bag I keep it in. So I do apologise about this, I'm not the most organised in the world. So this little Land Rover Defender, I think, so a little look, I think it's a Land Rover Defender. So it just says Land Rover, but this is from the late 80s, early 90s, and this is in absolutely fantastic condition. Really cool piece. Has a little opening door in it if I can get it to open. It's so in such good condition, it's quite stiff. Can I get it? There you go. But anyway, that's defeating the object. Let's see what it looks like on a tow hitch. I can get it to go onto there. And there we go. So that's actually quite fitting, really. Looks quite good. So that is pretty cool. So, and then the second piece I found today is this majorette Mercedes-Benz transporter truck. And when I first seen it, let's pull this off. I thought that's good. I thought it was relatively modern because of the plastic back to it, but it's actually not. It's, from what I can gather, this is early 80s. So again, made in France, but it's in really good condition. There's the cab. So there's the front. You can see the little Mercedes badge on the front. And like I said, majorette, again, they were not as made as well, again, as Matchbox. So for these to survive, and you can tell this hasn't, from what you can, it doesn't look like it's even been played with. There's no marks on the wheels or nothing. So like I said, it's in remarkably good condition for its age. And as far as I'm aware of, this would have come with plastic cars that would have sat on the back. I'm just trying to drop this down a second, if I can. There we go. This would have come with plastic cars, red plastic cars. I think they did this in a red colour as well. I think they did it in red, blue and orange, the actual truck and trailer. But like I said, they all came with little plastic cars. I don't think this would possibly wear a larger majorette car. Let's try it, see if it will actually. It'd probably be alright, yeah, it would do. Bit out of scale, but it will take. And again, this is another piece that's from the sort of 80s as well, maybe early 90s. But that was a good fight, and again, I think I paid £3 for that, so it was really quite cheap. So the guy had quite a lot of majorette there, but I didn't pick up any more pieces, as a lot of the stuff he had there I already had. But so that's today's pieces that I picked up. Like I said, the transporter and the trailer, or what you want to call it, caravan. And I thought, well, just while I'm at it, I might as well show it, because I've got my majorette case out, so I might as well show another piece. So this is another pretty cool piece. This is a little Ford Transit van. I think this is supposed to be based on the Mark III Transit. So it is pretty cool, and it is a Le Mans support vehicle. So it's pretty cool. And again, for something from the 80s, possibly as early as 90, it's in remarkably good condition. And when I got these pieces, this piece and the Land Rover Defender, and what else did I get? I can't see it now. I got about 4 pieces and they all came blistered, and like I said, I opened up 3 of them, and like I said, left this one blistered, as I already have 3 pieces like that. But pretty cool. So anyway, so that's, like I said, so that was the majorette pieces I bought. They just thought whilst I was showing some vintage pieces that I bought today, I might as well show you some other vintage pieces in my collection. I have quite a lot of vintage majorette in my collection now, but I'm not going to be showing it all. But what I will show very briefly before I end the video, and this isn't a majorette piece, is this little Mini. I actually said, I can't remember when I said it, but a few videos back, I've been experimenting with some of this Barago 1/43 scale, and I wasn't, like I said, for the money they are really good, but they are more toy based than they are actually model based. But this was, again, this wasn't expensive. This was $2.99 in, I'm trying to think where I got it from now, B&M. This was $2.99, and I thought it was really good. So we will crack open and take a closer look anyway. So I just wanted to show it because I thought for the price it's done rather well. So as you can see, it does have plate detail. You've got some lens lights, which are, from what I can gather, they're not part of the screen. They look like they're coloured. And on the front, you got, again, you got plate detail and little lens lights. And the interior is not bad. Like I said, this isn't expensive. This is really quite cheap at $2.99. And like I said, I did say before that I was gonna, I've had a few of these Barago 1/43 scale cars now, and like I said, what lets them down is just the wheels. The wheels are so they're just not good. The wheels aren't good. But what, like I said, but at the price point, you're not going to get really good wheels. I think the last one I picked up in this range, I think, was this Ferrari, which, as you can see, is nearly a £5, and it's not expensive, but and it's not bad quality. But these are more toy related than they are model related. Just have a little look underneath this. But I just thought this, like I said, for $2.99, it is really quite good, and the wheels aren't too bad. They're not too bad at all. But anyway, I just thought I'd show it for any Mini fans out there. I may pack this back up and give it away in one of my giveaways with some other stuff in the future, but like I said, it was worth just picking up. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more unboxing videos, vintage pieces, restorations, wheel swaps, premium stuff, and all that good stuff to come. And thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon.